Good morning, students. Welcome to another session of EE 403 Distributed Generation and Smart Grids. In this session, we will see the control of microgrids. Before we proceed further, let us see a quote by our former president, Dr. Abdul Kalam. Luxury and lies have huge maintenance costs, but truth and simplicity are self-maintained without any cost. We are now at module 2, so we are moving towards the second half of module 2, which deals with the control of microgrids. So in this session we will see the introduction to the central controller and microsource controllers. In the previous sessions, we have discussed about central controller and microsource controller. In a microgrid, every microsource and every storage device will have a microsource controller, and the microgrid as a whole will have a central controller. So the operation and control of microgrids is controlled by these two controllers, namely microsource controllers and central controller. So the microsource controller is responsible for the control of the voltage profile at the load end and power flow of the microsource independently. So that is the first part, control the voltage profile at the load end. Secondly, it is also responsible to supply its share of generation in standalone mode. It also participates in demand side management, load tracking management, and economic generation scheduling by controlling the storage devices. These terms we will see later in another module. So microgrid central controller, MGCC, or sometimes called CC, it is responsible for the overall control, maintaining the power quality, provides power dispatch and voltage set points for all microsource controllers, and coordinate protection. It has two functional modules, namely energy management module EMM and protection coordination module PCM. So the energy management module provides set points for frequency, voltage, active and reactive power output to each microsource controller. The protection coordination is responsible to act on the protection devices whenever a fault occurs in the grid or in the microgrid and loss of grid. It disconnects grid in the case of loss of grid, LOG, disconnects feeders to stabilize the power, and resynchronize microgrid to utility grid whenever the microgrid is connected to the grid. Basically, power balancing is very important in a power system. Frequency deviation from the nominal value represents mismatch between the active power generation and consumption. So if there is any difference between the active power generation and consumption, then the frequency will be affected. So if the power generation is less and the consumption is more, then the frequency will be less. Similarly, a mismatch between the reactive power generation and consumption leads to voltage deviation. So you should remember that frequency deviation is because of a mismatch between the active power generation and consumption, and the frequency deviation is because of a mismatch between the reactive power generation and consumption. Microgrid management, a wide range of control is necessary to ensure the system security, optimal operation, reduce the emission, smooth transfer between operating modes without violating system constraints and regulatory requirements. And all these things are taken care by the two controllers, the central controller and the microgrid source controllers. The microsource controller take care of the local control functions of the microsources, whereas the central controller executes the overall control of microgrid operation and protection through the microsource controllers. So its main function is to maintain the power quality and reliability through power frequency control, QV control or voltage control, and protection coordination. The central controller also provides the power dispatch and voltage set points to all the microsource controllers. The network management needs of a microgrid are met by EMM with support from PCM and microsource controllers. So EMM, energy management module, performs microsource generation control, domestic process control like controlling the HVAC, heater, chillers, boilers, pumps, heat exchangers, dampers, blowers, etc. Energy storage control, that is important to ensure uninterruptible power supply to priority loads by proper operation control of the storage devices during contingencies and disturbances, and maintaining the power quality. Then regulation and load shifting. Regulation is defined as adjusting generation to match the load demands on a moment-to-moment basis. So at every moment the generation and the load should be equal. So this is achieved by scheduling the loads, charging energy storage devices, and shifting individual peak loads. During standalone operation, it means the microgrid is disconnected from the grid. EMM needs to maintain supply to priority loads with necessary energy storage support. In addition to all these things, it is also responsible to provide valuable ancillary services to the utility, especially when the grid is under stress. So it can support the grid. It can also participate in open market. So these are the references through which you have to go through. So with this, we end this session. This is Dr. Unnikrishnan PC signing off. Thank you very much.